Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking our very first, right? This brand is making a debut here in the channel. Olitans, right? A lot of you guys have been saying Olitans have, they have a great value with their models and things like that. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm really hoping I get a chance to check one out. So they sent this one in for me to review, check out, and share with you guys. It looks like we have PEI scales on this one with a satin blade. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get in here. Doing the honors, we have the Vosteed Kroc, and that is Kroc with a K. This one just dropped, by the way. It is July 22nd. This thing is just available, just released this morning, so definitely check it out if you haven't already, if you're interested. I also posted the overview video on that one as well if you guys wanted to learn more. But of course, this knife and every other knife you see in this video will be linked down below in the description and pinned comments if you guys want to check out prices, availability, and variants. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. That being said, guys, here it is, all right, our very first Olitans knife in the channel. This should be an interesting one. There is the knife. Looks like we get a wiping cloth and a little paperwork. That's pretty much it. But let's go ahead and check what this one is all about here, shall we? I don't know that we have an actual model name for this one. It just says G059 on the box. So let's see what this one's all about here. All right, here we go, guys. Okay, we definitely have some Ultim going on here, right? PEI, let me get it right, Miguel. PEI scales going on here. We do have the micro milling going on this one, which adds grip and texture, right? Check that out. Getting you a closer look. Hopefully the camera is picking that up, right, and doing it justice here. But yeah, that fine micro milling absolutely helps a ton with the grip, no doubt about it. We do have, looks like we have multiple deployment options here. We got a front flipper, we got a back flipper, we have thumb studs for deployment on both sides. Seems to be a liner lock here with a deep pocket carry clip, somehow not reversible. I don't know why. T6 pretty much everywhere here except the pivot, and it looks like the thumb studs might be T8 as well. Well, that being said, let's go ahead and get this thing deployed here. It looks to be a good size knife, so there we go. All right, well, that was a little bit not as satisfying as I would have wanted. There we go, that's a little bit better. We have a clip point blade or Bowie blade. This is an interesting one. We have the Olitans logo, definitely very pronounced on the blade there, a little bit on the billboarding department. And this is a D2 blade, right? D2 steel, D2 blade. Now there's a whole back and forth, right, on whether you would choose 14C over D2 or D2 over 14C 28N, right, guys? Let me know in the comments which one is your go-to, right, budget steel. Are you more on the 14C 28N bandwagon? Are you more on the D2 bandwagon? Let me know. I'm just curious to hear, right, what you guys' thoughts are on each steel. But yeah, so we got a liner lock here. Let's check the drop. All right, drops really nicely. Our front flipper is really, really good. By the way, that is a satin finish with a flat grind. Looking absolutely gorgeous. That's one thing I'm going to give it. I mean, come on. That is one good looking blade for sure. Got some belly to it. Even a pokey tip as well, right? That works. But good access to the liner here, by the way. A little bit of a cutout on the show side. Easy to disengage. All right, absolutely. And the lockup is going to be about maybe 30%, 40% or so. There's your D10 bowl, right? And yeah, very easy to just push to the left here, right? And you are good to go. Now it's not a drop shot. It's a little bit of a shake shutter, right? At least, you know, brand new out of the box. Maybe it breaks in nicely, but check that out. Front flipper actually feels nice. We have plenty of jimping there, which is good. Absolutely helps with the deployment. Back flipper. Oh yeah, obviously that's gonna work. We have jimping there, which you'll be surprised. I've been seeing so many brands not putting jimping on something as simple as a back flipper. Like, come on, that's like knife making 101. Why wouldn't you do that? It makes no sense. But yeah, you can light switch it. You can, let's see if you can push button it. Yes. Can you fell it? Yeah, I guess if you don't try and you block the front flipper, then you could fell it. But yeah, as long as you put some amount of effort, you should be good. Thumb deployment feels good there. Reverse flick. All right, not bad. Pretty nice. Pretty solid reverse flick there, if you ask me. All right, now that I've showcased all the deployment methods, and before I get carried away with fidgeting with it, right, let's check out the ergos. Now, ergos, I'm going to tell you this, right, they feel pretty good. They feel pretty good, especially with the handle getting a little bit thicker towards the back. That feels very, Very nice there. And I can do this position here, hammer grip behind the flipper tab. That feels good. Of course, plenty of jimping here for your thumb. But, you know, forward choking with that good old pretty wide finger choil or sharpening choil there, that is where it's at. And that obviously means you can accommodate much bigger hands than mine. I have average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest of hands, but clearly, right, you guys can see. Yeah, definitely feels pretty good on hand. I can also put my thumb here on this portion of the blade if I want it to. That feels good. Maybe a little something like this if I wanted to do something with the belly or something. Right, can definitely do some tabletop cutting, some slicing and dicing, tabletop cutting with this belly for sure. Put it to work. And okay, so far so good. Check out the alignment there. That's pretty good. Smack solid in the middle. We have exposed liners all throughout, a matching PEI backspacer here with some crown jimping also going on. Dig that. Okay. So yeah, ergos are good. Pocket clip, I want to say, has this interesting shape going on there. But you'll be surprised. It's actually pretty comfortable. Maybe they're up to something, right? The fact that they cut this portion of the pocket clip right here, I feel like that helps a ton. I can barely feel the pocket clip at all. I'm going to give it a good 9.5 out of 10. The only sunk, of course, would be it not being reversible. You know, if I'm a lefty, I can get in here and still, you know, enjoy this knife, I guess. So why not? Why not make it reversible? Now, it's not as ambidextrous friendly as, let's say, a crossbar lock or a button lock, but still, you know. Reach around, boom, side of the index finger. There we go. And again, these are all just raw first impressions of this knife. You just saw me break the seal on it. So we're checking it out together. That's what we do in this channel. Hey guys, a quick rapid fire public service announcement. I am doing a July giveaway for everybody here in the channel. I will have a link for the specific giveaway video down below in the description and pinned comments. These first two knives are going to be given to subscribers. In general, no purchase necessary. This is, you are a subscriber. You've been checking out the content here in the channel. All you have to do is check out the giveaway video and check how to enter in the comment section, right? There's specific qualifications, so check out the video for the details. So we got the Lothar Leech King, which is an absolute banger here. Pocket tank, right? I'm not going to go too much into detail because all the details are in the overview videos I have already posted here on the channel. Another lucky YouTube subscriber is going to win this Free Tiger crossbar lock as well. This one got the carbon fiber scales here with the D2 blacked out blade. Really, really great action here. Pretty much a Benchmade bug out killer through and through. Again, these are for YouTube subscribers, no purchase necessary. And moving on to my channel members. If you're a channel member right here, you're showing your support and taking your support to the next level. So I want to thank you as well, guys. This month you're going to be entered automatically. As long as you're a channel member, you're going to be entered in to win a CJRB maximum. This is a David C. Anderson design, your boy over there from the Knife Center. And yeah, definitely really good action on this one. Really good for EDC, good size, kind of small, medium size, AR RPM 9 steel, drop point blade, stone wash, flat grind. We have beautiful green mic card on this one, recessed liners with standoffs. So that is for all the channel members. And last but not least, guys, for my Patreon supporters, we have the Eutectic Trinity. This one is very, very fidgety. We have multiple deployment options here. Opening hole, back flipper, front flipper. We have G10 on the handle on this one. Deep pocket carry, reversible clip also. And a 14C 28N stonewash finish clip point blade. So also a pretty good size knife, right? For my folks who are always like, my God, where the big knives at? Right here, I got you, fam. So don't want to go too much into detail. I have individual overviews and you know, videos on each one of these knives, so definitely check those out. Well, there you go. Best of luck to everybody. All right, this is my way of saying thank you and giving back. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And now back to the video. Next to a few other EDC knives here, that the usuals in the channel. There's your MSI. There is the Stitch. Those are going to be slightly larger knives, obviously. Here's the PM2. And here's the Para 3. So very PM2 size by comparison, right? The Para 3 obviously is a little bit shorter. Here's the Demko AD 20.5. It's a little bit shorter. The Kunwu Chad is going to be a little bit longer. On the budget end of things, we got the Civivi Vision FG. Very comparable, maybe a hair shorter. Here's the Kizer Militaw, which is maybe a little bit longer, but definitely in the same vicinity. Around the same ballpark for sure. And last but not least, here's the Porcupine from Vosteed and the CJRB Pyrite Light. All highly recommendable budget EDC knives, all linked down below if you guys want to check prices, availability, and variants. And I do have content on all these knives here in the channel as well, so if you want to check any of these, just put the knife name Miguel EDC on the YouTube search box and you'll find those right away. But without further ado, let's go ahead and yeah, put this thing to work here. I got some paper and some cardboard, so you already know what time it is. Let's check that nail test. All right, very toothy edge, definitely passes that scientific nail test there. And we got the 5x zoom. Oh wow, look at that, guys. We're creating swirls here for days. Definitely biting into that paper pretty nicely. Let's get some full slices here. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, the knife cuts, right? Who would have thunk? All right, so we know we can cut paper, of course. I got a single wall piece of cardboard right here, cutting at a diagonal angle for better performance. It's gonna look something like this. Flat grind putting in work. I gotta tell you, actually feels pretty effortless as long as I don't sink the corner right there. Now I'm just fighting for leverage, make sure I'm still getting a good grip on my hand. And yeah, clearly as you can see, this thing can cut. There is no doubt about it. All right, you guys rate this thing in the comments. 10 being the sliciest, rate that factory edge. You all let me know. Now for my knife nerds out there, I got a blade stock thickness of 0.13. It's a little bit thicker than the 0.12 average in the channel. We got 0.57 on the handle, which is a little bit thicker than the 0.5 average in the channel. As far as weight goes, right, let's check that out. Now we do have quite a lot of milling on the liners, right? And I'm no genius, obviously. I can see it here since PEI is a see-through material, but it's still a large knife, so I'm thinking over 4 ounces. Somewhere between 4 and 4.5 ounces will be my guess. All right, how about 4.2? All right, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. And that translates to 118 grams for my friends across the pond. There you go. So obviously you're dealing with a large knife. It makes sense that it will weigh just a tad bit more. And finally, let's just get a quick reading here. All right, let's see. We have a total of 8 inches, right? I thought it was a little bit bigger, but just actually maybe shy of 8 inches, like 7.95 or so. The blade is going to be a little bit, well, these are interesting measurements here. 3 1/4 on the blade, 3 inches, or maybe a little bit more, 3.1 or so on the cutting path. And then that handle is going to be 4 1/2, right? Very close to 4 1/2 inches. Those are your measurements right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts on this one, right? What do you guys all like about it? What do you all love about it? If anything you hate about it or dislike about it, let me know. Would definitely love to hear your thoughts. This one should be pretty affordable, right? If I know anything about their brand, they make budget EDC knives. This is, again, first model making a debut here in the channel, G059. I always like when companies give a more, you know, recognizable name, right? Like think Kershaw Leak, Civivi Elementum, Spyderco Manix 2. Right? These are names that we can at least remember, right? If you give me a whole soup, letter soup or what have you, then obviously I'm going to have a much more difficult time remembering. So that's something to keep in mind there. I always recommend knife companies do instead of the generic letter soup or what have you. But guys, let me know your thoughts. All right, again, I really hope you guys got some value out of the video. If you did, smash that like button. And again, this knife and every other knife you saw in this video will be linked down below. So those help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at 0 extra cost. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.